So you got an interview, now what?
Incoming transmission.
How do you get ready for the interview once you have it? When you have your interview, you're going to want to bring a few things with you. Print off at least 2 copies of your resume. Have one of them in one of these little folders here. Have a list of referrals, people who, I can't show you this. Have a list of people who will vouch for you. Have a reference list, print it off, have a few of those. And then have at least 2 copies of your resume and put them in a nice little folder. You have to remember that the person who hires you is not necessarily the only person who needs to approve of you. So you need to be able to hand them something and give them something that they can then take and go and get other people to want to bring you in. But what do you wear? Okay, so wear a business casual top, cargo pants, and all-day shoes. Do not wear high heels to an interview if you are trying to get a job as a production assistant. As much as people will judge you by your email address, they will also judge you by the shoes you wear. So it's not in like a snobbery way, it's like in a practical way. If you don't look like you can stand up for 12 hours, you don't really look like you know what you're doing. So wear all-day shoes and cargo pants, nice ones. You know, you want to look like you can move tables, but you also want to look like you're going to make the company look good when they have millionaires going on tours through the set. So it's a delicate balance. Go ahead and take time, pick out your outfit, get it ready, get your little clipboard, paper, pen, Sharpie, get it all ready for your interview. Go to your interview like you're ready to work. Another little trick that I learned from acting actually is to look at the company's colors. If their colors are burgundy and yellow, wear burgundy with a little yellow necklace or something. A little trick is to make them feel like you already belong in the company. So if you show up and you're wearing the colors of the company, a little subconscious trickery, they'll already see you working for them. So if you can, find out the company's colors and wear them. It'll help. Research, research, research. IMDB Pro is going to become your best friend in the film industry. It is your tool for wading through all the crap. It's essential. It is 100% going to be your tool as you navigate your way through this. So IMDB Pro, the company, find out who their top people are, the projects they work on, go to their website, see if you can find pictures, if you can find out who's going to be interviewing you, and then when you're there, they're going to ask you questions. You know, be thinking of questions they might ask you. Why do you want the job? Have you ever done this job before? Things like that. They're basically just trying to get to know if they can handle being around you for 12 hours. If they turn the interview around and ask you if you have any questions for them, it's always nice if you ask them how they got started. You know, people just like to know that you're interested in them as well, and it will give them an opportunity to kind of, you know, relax and give you their very polished and rehearsed answer. Other questions you can ask, how many cameras do you usually use? How big is your set? Do you usually film on location or in the studio? You asking technical questions will enable the person interviewing you to actually see you in the job. They'll be able to see you on their set with 3 cameras and 50 people in the crew out on a location. If they know that you can see it, then they can see it too. So technical questions is fine. And then on a personal note, I love asking people what the most important thing is to them from the position that they're hiring. So if you're interviewing to be a production assistant, ask them, what is the most important thing to you in your production assistants? And I love the reaction they give you when you ask this, because in every job I've asked, or in every interview I've asked this, they just lean back in their seats and they open up, and that's when the interview becomes more of a conversation than an interview, because you're able to share important information, and whoever's hiring the assistants probably doesn't generally get asked questions like that very often. They have bosses too, and so it's nice for them to feel like what they think is important matters to someone that they could bring on set.